Dunford has already experienced a diverse career path, but all with the same end goal of ensuring the safety of her colleagues, clients and friends. As the founder of Riskology Consulting, a workplace safety consultancy, she is a passionate leader in her field and works hard to communicate vital safety messages in a non-threatening and creative way. She is also committed to the community, having provided over $80,000 worth of free services to local charities and not-for-profits since the establishment of Riskology in 2010. SJ is also the driving force behind the inaugural Hunter Safety Awards, created to recognise and celebrate local businesses and individuals who themselves are leaders in safety. Welcome, SJ.
Hi, how are you?
Good, thanks for meeting with me today.
Pleasure.
So throughout your career, have you witnessed any leadership traits that struck you as particularly effective or ineffective?
Yes, definitely. I've seen both ends of the spectrum. Effective leadership traits I've seen where, particularly big business, where they're real go-getters. There'll be quite a senior manager in a business who knows everybody's name, including employees, right down on the shop floor, and he'll be able to have a normal conversation with you about your family, barbecues on the weekend, and then get back to business. And he'll be he or she will be in a meeting and talk about an idea that they've thought about a week beforehand, and we're all just trying to catch up with the ideas. So I think with the leadership traits, even if someone is really intelligent and come up with these ideas, it's still the consultation with the team so that it's on the level that we all understand and we come up with the ideas together. Ineffective leadership traits, I've seen particularly people that are quite bossy and headstrong, where their way of getting things done is just through bullying, and if it's not their way, it's the highway, and it's driven through fear. You see it a lot with, for example, managing of workers' comp claims. So it may work short term, but long term it just doesn't work. So just really not in touch with the personal side of employees, and it just does not work long term.
What tricks do you have to manage your priorities and your time?
Working 24/7 every waking hour. No, what I will do in the morning is I'll write down all of the tasks that I do need to do for that day, and I'll prioritise which ones do need to get that done that day and which ones don't, and also trying to outsource as much as I can in terms of admin work or bookkeeping or things like that aren't my primary business.
What do you believe is the biggest challenge facing leaders today?
Definitely how fast technology is changing. So particularly with leaders sometimes being of the older generation, not being in touch with technology, getting on board with that bandwagon and just running with it. It's changing so quickly, particularly the younger generation. They want to know information quickly at the tips of their fingers, and they're all on board with social media and technology, and if the leaders aren't on board, it's just not going to work.
You've spoken a bit about managers as leaders. How do you define the difference between a manager and a leader?
I think I saw this defined really well once, where somebody drew a big circle and said that's what a leader is, and a little tiny circle inside that saying a manager is just a small part of being a leader. So anyone can manage, but only particular people can lead in terms of getting your troops on board and them really admiring and wanting to follow what your end goal is.
So from a local perspective, is there any leader or business person that you find inspiring?
Yeah, I find inspiring Anne Bartlett from Lifestyle Cleaning Solutions. She's got a really good team. She has really good focus on where her business wants to go, and she's driven to achieve that. But at the same time, she knows her business and she knows her staff really well.
Excellent. Great note to finish on. Thanks for meeting with me today, SJ.
Pleasure. Thank you.
You can find SJ on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter or YouTube.